Hello, my dear Taurus. This is a love reading, a prediction for the month of December with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. This will be a love reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising Sign and Venus, Vedic or Tropical. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. So when I tell you that this side is you, it might as well be the person or the situation you are dealing with. I usually read from the perspective of the person that turned the other cheek their whole life, male or female. So use your own intuition and recognition to determine who is who in this reading for you. You can now get access to my premium content membership at 3 different levels at my channel, either as a supportive member that will get access to Q&As where I answer your most pressing questions, or as an extended member that will get most of my videos ahead of time and with few ads, or as a full member that will get access to my mediumship training videos and other special videos above everything else. Welcome to check this out through the link in the description box or through the join button next to the subscribe button. For my regular viewers, not much will change, except you will get more videos from me than you did before, thanks to the ones that became members to my channel. So I will start shuffling your cards, and I use the Golden Universal Tarot with Roberto De Angelis. And when I open your deck here, Taurus, I see the Knight of Wands in the reverse with the 3 of Coins in the upright position. So this might be an inconsistent person that wants to come back and work on your issues, okay? Or it might be an inconsistent person at work as well. So I call Divine with Love and Light. And here we have 4 of Swords with the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse, which kind of shows that they might be a lot of talk and very little action, because they might say that they want to change but don't really have the intention to change, okay? Because they don't have the strength, they don't know how to do it, and they might have the will to reconcile but not the will to, or not the energy to, they don't even know what's wrong, okay? So that's when you are unconscious, you don't know what your blind spots are. So I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world, and here comes strength together with the 4 of Swords. So I'm almost feeling like this is Taurus also not wanting to re-engage, because you know all these things already. So no thank you. I'm growing past this. Okay. So 6 elements. 10 of Cups with the 4 of Swords in the reverse. But if we scrape a little bit on the surface, it seems like love is still in this situation. It's just that we don't know what to do, because we don't want to be in the same situation over and over again. And if we don't even know our shadow or what we are doing wrong, how can we do something about it? So the first thing might be for people to start to listen to their surrounding, and maybe also ask. But people are so, they try to be so nice, so they don't tell people what's the problem. They just want to keep this very calm exterior where everyone is nice to each other. So it can be hard to even get people to tell you what am I doing wrong here, or what is it that I'm not seeing, and they will say, oh, it's nothing, you're doing great. So, but you can use my love and spirituality readings that I'm thinking of renaming to blind spot and shadows, to see your own blind spot for those who are brave enough. Okay, so just tune in here for a few seconds to you and your situation in December, Taurus. So this is the new bottom of the deck, and we have the 3 of Coins. So working on one's issues, perfecting it, making a good job. Okay, all bottom of the deck. 6 of Cups, so reconciliation. So these are very nice energies, both of these, but if we don't have the skill, we might not be able to row this boat to safe shore anyway. So this is what's on your mind about the person most on your mind. This is the situation with said person. This is what's on their mind about you. This is your feelings towards them. The bond between you two. And their feelings towards you. Your behaviors and attitudes. The outcome for December. And their behaviors and attitudes. So we'll start with the situation here. And we have the Two of Swords. So this is diplomacy. Asking someone to go to hell and making them actually look forward to the journey. So it's what I talked about before. No, you don't have any issues. It's this other person's fault. There's no problem with you. You're always such a sweetie. So this is what we say to our bestest of friends, because we want them to feel nice about themselves. We don't want them to break down and having to bring them tons of ice cream to survive the night. So people are nice to each other, but nice in a way that keeps us from the knowledge that we actually need in the moon, in the waters. What is it that our subconscious is tricking us to not see, because we have put it in the basement. We put it as a shadow, maybe basement or attic or deep into the waters. It can be different for different parts of our shadow or lost soul parts. And we try to not see, and even if we try to see, we are blind, so we can't see. So it's very difficult. The best way to see your own shadow is to look at your surrounding. What's the most difficult thing that someone is doing towards you? That's probably your shadow. Either it's your actual shadow, you are behaving like this, but to someone else. Or it might be that this is something that you haven't really said no to. We can have a codependent shadow as well. So we are just tolerating a lot of bullshit. Or other people's shadows. And that's our shadow. So this is what's on your mind about the person most on your mind. And it's the Six of Swords in reversed. So it seems like you have trouble to move on from a past situation and be able to let the situation go. You feel tormented by the universe that doesn't let you lose, or doesn't let you, leave the situation, or at least solve the situation. Either leave or solve. Both things would work great from your point of view, but nothing happens. And I'm thinking this could be a good moment to look at yourself, not because you have done anything wrong. We haven't done anything wrong. It's just that we are conditioning ourselves to behave in certain ways, and we're forgetting our natural self, and that natural self will come out anyway. So you hide it, and then you don't see it. Everyone else will still see it. And it's not goes for Taurus, it's for everyone. So when I'm saying you, I also mean the other person. So mostly I'm speaking actually about the other person, so you'll understand what's going on with them, because it was them that wanted to come back but weren't able to see their problem. So people also take things very personally, and it's unnecessary. Okay, you haven't done anything wrong. You're trying your best. You're, pulling your hair here because you're trying to do your best, and it still doesn't work. And it's to no fault of your own, really. It's how things are set up so that you will be caught until, you won't be able to move on until you find the right key. And then you have the eureka moment, and then you can move on. But finding it's hard when it's hidden from you and you are blindfolded, and so it's not easy. And this is, sometimes we can know our shadow exactly, but we kind of like it. It's nice that we are this way. We can laugh about it a little bit. Oh, I'm so quirky or strange like this. So we like it. It amuses us, and then it's maybe no use to let it go. Okay, so this is what's on their mind about you, a King of Swords. Oh, brutal. They think that you are wrong and they are right. And that is a posture that will make it impossible for a person to see their own shadow. So even if you have turned yourself inside out to really, try to better yourself, try to see all yourself, not hiding anything with yourself, being honest, being true, putting things out there. If this person is like, yeah, all these problems is with you, I have no problems. Most people are like this, more or less. We always want the other person to be the problem, because it's easier that way. Then we don't have to figure out this, what's so impossible to figure out. And we will avoid headache. It's just easy. We can say, no, it's their fault. I don't have to figure anything out. And this is this person's position. They don't have to figure anything out because it's your fault, and that made it very easy for them. And this is the bond between you two, and it's a 10 of Pentacles. So I don't know, maybe you have a house or mortgage together, or it's just this forever lasting feeling of friendship that can be hard to get rid of. It's the person you want to call when something has happened. It's the person you want to show this new thing that you have experienced or find out, or so that kind of feeling. It's sense of home, sense of belonging, and they might be part of your social group, so you can't really get rid of them. Or as I said in the beginning, it might be a person at your work refusing to see their own problems. I don't have a problem, so I don't have to solve anything, and then I won't get this headache. And this is your feelings towards them, and it's a 9 of Coins. So you're doing great without them. It's boring, but you're able to take care of yourself. You don't really need them to, understand you or communicate with you or see things your way. You can see things your way. You can take care of you. And I'm thinking this relationship has made you this way. It has helped you to become this stable and rock solid, but it's still lonely. You still feel a little bit stuck, but you're doing great. In most departments, you're doing really great. 9, 10 Pentacles. So it's just maybe your little heart that's not getting what it wants. And this is their feeling level, and 7 of Pentacles. So they're waiting for you to, they have an endless patience, because if we don't want to solve problems, I'm seeing it's almost like this bull or cow standing in the grassland, like chewing really slow. They don't have to solve any problems. They don't have any problems. And they have endless patience to wait for you to figure out the problem, okay? And for you to jump through hoops or try to fix things. Interesting. And this is your behaviors and attitudes towards this person. And so you're carrying a big load here. I want to see what that load is so you can release it. Oops. I'm guessing that card. Individuality. Okay, maybe you don't want to release it. Because what I'm getting now is that you have worked so hard to be an individual, to not be put under this person's spell. Like if the only way to be in a relationship with this person is to, follow their lead and to, not acknowledge that they have a shadow and you do all the work. Of course, you don't want to be in that situation anymore. And that's why you have become more individualistic, so you won't need them. You can be free of them, and they can ask what they want, but not from you, because you're not under their spell anymore. So, no two snowflakes can ever be the same, just as you are special and unique too. This is something to celebrate. I marked one young vampire in a way that's unique, setting her apart from all others. Choosing her symbol is important because it reminds you to reflect on your unique qualities. It also reminds you not to compare yourself with others. This is a futile exercise because no one is the same. No one's beauty greater or less than yours. No one's life better or less than yours. Others may seem happy doing things a certain way, but if it feels as if you are compromising yourself to fit in, don't. People will love you for who you are, not someone you are trying to be. Your task here is only to be yourself. This is a powerful sign. I'm guessing part of this is saying that this person is beautiful in their own stubborn uniqueness, and with they get things done also with the way that they approach life, but usually by getting other people to do it. And that's their take on things. And if you don't like it, you don't have to be a slave to it. You can create your own life without this person. It can be hard though, but it's because it's almost feeling like that you have a hard time letting go with this combination of cards. Maybe you haven't found a relationship as fulfilling or with the same connection that you felt with them, or maybe you haven't been like you feel like there's a block that the divine is holding you back for some reason. We'll see if we can find an answer to that. But first I want to check on their behaviors and attitudes. And we have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So showing that this person just refuses to change. They just live in the past, doing things in the old way because they don't figure things out. They just decide, this is who I am, take it or leave it. And that makes them kind of unchangeable. And it's like running with your head first in a brick wall. It's not going to help to try to change this person. So either you accept them as they are, that this is how they are, they won't ever change. Their whole like label on their forehead says, I will never change. So either you accept that and you be with them, or you accept that and you move on from them. So that's your options. And this is the outcome for December. And we have the Emperor in the reversed. It's just the same thing. They are not going to change. So decide if you want to stick around for more of their stubbornness, but also their uniqueness. I guess they can be, you know, they have some qualities. That's why you've been with them from the first place. If this is not, if it's a job and you have a boss that's like this, maybe, you know, pack up your bags and create your life somewhere else. Even if you get a lot of benefits from being in this situation financially, if it doesn't help you emotionally, do something else if it's too much of a burden. And if this is the person, a relative, for example, you might just decide that this is how they are. And, you know, small spoons of that person can be tolerable, and bigger spoons is not to be recommended. Don't be with this person too much. You can love them, but from afar. And you can love them on family dinners, but then not love them for a whole year until the family dinner comes again. And if this is a partner or a spouse or someone that, like your best friend, then you need to decide what is it that makes, like, it's easy. Benefits with the relationship and, you know, things that's not beneficial, and which one outweighs the other. And maybe also here, small spoons of a person. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Yes, that's also a point. If the person is so, like, they are not passionate at all, they just stand there eating their grass, not bothering if you are there or not there, of course there's a lack of chemistry, there's a lack of love. They are mostly in love with their grass, whatever that means for your different people. So your love for this person then. Soulmate in reverse. So you felt like they were your soulmate, but you have your doubts now. You just want to put the situation down. Sometimes we get very attached to a person just because they trigger a wound with us. They make us feel unloved or unwanted or not good enough. Maybe they are a little bit on the judgmental side too, criticizing you for things and then refusing to change themselves or ever see their own flaws, and that can be very dissatisfying, of course. But when you fall in love with a person like this or befriend a person like this, it's usually because you have a wound that's not healed. And so you have been treated like this before, maybe when you were younger and couldn't really deal with it in the best way possible. Now when you're older, how do you want to deal with this? How do you want to rectify yourself or find your own self-respect again? Taking another card for that. It's complicated. Yes, there's many sides to this story, because sometimes a person, how difficult they are and how little they respect you, they can still have something that you want and need, something you need to learn, for example. My sweet one, wouldn't it be nice if life were always simple and things were obvious and transparent? Drawing this symbol reminds you that sometimes there are so many elements to consider that it can be next to impossible to understand them all at the moment, especially when you most want to find an answer. Right now things are complex and only time will help you put all of the pieces of the puzzle together. Just remember, simple can also be boring, as you have experienced when you become more individual here. Boring, yes. And complication can make for deeper, more mature experiences. Don't try to figure this one out. Just be open and follow the threads of life's mysterious web. So maybe there's a balance act here. Respect yourself enough to not, get caught under the wheels of their chariot. And but also accept that life isn't always totally fair or totally equal. They can act like they never loved you or bothered with you, but they still have something that draws you in. So what is that? One ring circus. Okay, so 15. This is really the advice card for you, but I realize I asked the question and I don't remember it. But you are capable and competent. Independence is key now. So it's key. You have got an individuality. You have the 9 of coins, individuality, putting down the burdens of difficult situations and relationship. You don't have to carry them. It's not like you're a bad person because you say bye-bye. Independence is key now as you step into your journey today. Others may not have the vision or resources that you need because they're just standing here eating grass. And recognize that all the wisdom you've acquired along the way makes you particularly competent, capable of moving forward with assurance. Reliance is important. Another aspect to consider is creating and maintaining clear boundaries between you and another. Be discerning about your partnerships at this time. When you know who you are and have a healthy sense of where you end and another begin, you're able to enter into the best kind of relationships and will attract people who mirror back your wholeness. Interdependent relationships are always mutually supportive, stimulating, and transformative. You can achieve anything at this time. So it kind of gives that you're a little bit codependent to this old bull or cow here, and that your life could be more fun if you put more assurance in yourself. And just because this person seems so sure, it doesn't mean they're right. They're just stubborn. Okay, so put more assurance in yourself and in your worldview, and I think you will be able to solve this puzzle. And don't be nice. Don't try to be well raised and act accordingly to the rules. This person doesn't follow their rules other than the rules that they made themselves. So don't get caught in that web. Be your true soul self. The soul's rules outrule the human laws, because I'm seeing you almost being like you being held down by these rules, that they can behave however they want and you need to follow the rules. That's unfair. Okay, so thank you, dear Taurus, for watching. I hope this was helpful. And if you like my content and want to see more videos like this on how to heal yourself and make yourself ready for that true romantic partner of yours, or if you just want to work on spiritual growth, remember to subscribe and hit the bell notification to get a heads up when a new video is ready and waiting for you. You can also get access to my premium content membership if you click the join button or follow the link in the description box. You can also help my channel through sharing this video with like-minded. To not miss out on any other content, you can visit my channel. There's a lot of different playlists with your favorite videos. If you click the arrow to see more, you will only see about 12 videos from that playlist. Rather click the headline to see all the videos that the playlist contains. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me. I'm truly grateful for my wonderful, loving and supporting viewers. And until next time, take really good care and bye-bye.